truck for a bit of a cruise. It's pretty much finished. I've got a bit of sign writing to get done, but I'm not sure when that's going to happen. But overall, I'm really happy with how this thing's come out. The final look was inspired by the Slug mainly. I can't wait to have that on the back and go to a few events and car shows with the two as like a pigeon pair. So it's ended up being painted the exact same colour as the Slug on the bottom half, and then an Old English white on the top to sort of split the two and help the lines of the new front that I put on work well. So this was never meant to be a project, this truck. It was sort of bought really cheap. I already had an early Toyota Dyna that I was planning to use as a ramp truck when I bought this, but this was already running and driving, so I snapped it up. The other one I've since sold off, and I never really had any plans for this until one day my mate Jordan said, I was wondering what to do with this old COMMER because it was rusted. I'd picked it up for $10.50, and he said, could you put the front of that onto this truck? And I'd never thought of it before, and I went, oh, hang on. Sort of had a bit of a look and a bit of a measure, and then just thought about it for a few years, and then finally ended up doing some side paneling on this, finished the tray, and then figured, oh, well, bugger it, it's cost $10.50. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And yeah, started cutting and made it fit, and it's, you know what, like it's, well, some people may not like it, but I reckon it works pretty well for what it is. But you know, for something that it didn't matter if it worked or not, I think it looks pretty cool. So yeah, the video, I've put together this video. It might be a little bit long-winded at points, but it's basically you seeing how my thought processes work to an extent, with playing it through my head, talking it through, figuring out what's going to work and what's going to happen. So yeah, check it out. It's basically just an insight into how my mind works and how it went from just a thought in my head to making it a reality. And now I've got a pretty cool looking ramp truck, so I'm going to stop it and I'll do a bit of a walk around in a minute, a few drive-bys, and then I'll get a bit of video, so enjoy. screwed together, overlapped. Let's see about how much, 60 mil there. About the same at the bottom too. It's getting kind of close, to be honest. I've just done a heap of bodywork, bog, playing around with the bumper. So I'll set this camera up. There we go. Still got to do something up the top here. I'm not going to worry about that yet. And also just some little trims down the side there. It's got some acrylic primer surfacer, acrylic thinners, and trucks tape around there, look at that bogged up. Truck's far from perfect, but I'm just going to get some primer on it and just get it sort of protected, get it on the way before I choose colour so I can start using it again. So here goes. Slight mix. Well, I'm absolutely cooked. It's got primer on it. I'm not going to do this side because it's already painted. That'll do. Doesn't have to be perfect because I'm going to patina the shit out of it anyway, but at least it's mostly one colour now. didn't have enough paint to finish the stripes before on the tray, so I've just taped them all up now. That took a bit of head scratching to get that right. Like that. Yeah, so I'm going to get that done and just touch up a few bits on the cab. And then I'll pull her off and start patinering it. So, let's see how we go. Alright, there we go. So that ties it in so much better. So I'll let that all dry and then sand it back, rub it through. I had a few spots where it's actually peeled off, but I'm probably going to sand that back anyway, so it doesn't matter. Stripes seem to line up good. So yeah, maybe. Alright, I want to give you a little insight into how I came up with this particular stripe design. So I wanted something that helped the whole thing sort of flow together. The reason I've done it that spacing and all that sort of thing is, you notice in primer, this door has these in here, these two steps, and this top one lines up with that there, but there's obviously nothing on here and that step there. So by putting that line the same thickness as that angled part on there and then continuing to go around there, it really helps hide that second body line in the door and doesn't make it look like it doesn't fit. So it really helps yeah, blend the two together, I think, anyway. Try and get myself out of this. Right. So yeah, you can see there, it really helps that second line in the door disappear, make it all work, and then it follows right down the side of the truck. clean this thing looks. It has no right to have this much work put into it. It was never meant to be a project, but it just sort of ended up being one. But I'm pretty happy with it. I've got some nice weathering. And yeah, hopefully it looks like it's actually been like this for a while. And now a nice clean tray. I normally use the Tastuned hammer finish paint, but they didn't have any anymore. It seems like they've stopped stocking it at super cheap. So I got this other brand, Metal Pro. We'll see how it goes, but that Tastuned stuff has been good. Like, I did my trailer in it, and it seems to hold up well to oil and abuse and stuff, so we'll see how this goes. Yeah, look at that. I've got a little wing thing up the top. We've got to trim some screws off, but very racy. So yeah, I think it's pretty much done. The other thing I'm going to do is change the diff and gearbox fluids, give them a freshen up, and I think we're ready to give it a decent test and hit the road. So yeah, hope you like it. The other option I have, which I haven't even explored, but I don't think it's feasible, these doors look completely different length. I think the Commodores would only come to about here, but I could put the Commodore skin over the top of that, but I think I can get it to look, because this is sort of smooth enough, I think I can get it to look good enough without having to resort to that.